Once upon a time, in the vibrant land of India, there lived a man named Mahatma Gandhi. But he wasn't always a Mahatma, a great soul. Let me take you on a journey to discover how he became the father of his nation. Gandhi, as we'll call him for now, was born in 1869 in a small coastal town named Porbandar. His childhood was simple, filled with stories from Indian mythology and a profound love for truth and justice. He was an ordinary boy, but he carried within him the seeds of something extraordinary. As young Gandhi grew, he embarked on a journey to England to study law. There, he was introduced to the modern world, and he encountered things he had never seen before, like suits, ties, and bustling cities. But it wasn't the material world that captivated him. It was the ideas and the people. He became more aware of the injustices in the world, particularly the racial discrimination he faced in South Africa. One day, while traveling on a train in South Africa, something extraordinary happened. Gandhi was asked to leave his first-class seat because of the color of his skin. This was the moment when the spark of change ignited within him. He decided to stay in South Africa and fight against racial injustice, using the power of non-violence, truth, and civil disobedience. This was the birth of the Mahatma. Gandhi believed that words and actions could speak louder than violence. He spoke kindly to his oppressors and urged his followers to do the same. The world watched in awe as he led the way in South Africa and then back in India in the struggle for independence. The most iconic moment of Gandhi's life was perhaps the Salt March. It was a hot day in 1930 when he set out to the Arabian Sea, determined to make a point. The British had a monopoly on salt, and they heavily taxed it, making it expensive for the poor. Gandhi and a group of followers walked over 240 miles to the sea, and when they arrived, they collected salt from the beach, defying the unjust law. As word of this brave act spread, millions of people all over India joined the civil disobedience movement. They refused to buy British-made goods, protested against unfair taxes, and stood together for their freedom. In 1947, after years of peaceful struggle and sacrifices, India finally achieved independence from British rule. Gandhi's dream had come true. But this was not the end of his journey. He continued to work tirelessly, trying to bring together the divided communities in India. He believed that unity was the key to lasting freedom. His commitment to nonviolence and truth inspired leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela in their own fights for justice. Unfortunately, the story doesn't end on a completely happy note. On January 30th, 1948, as Gandhi was on his way to a prayer meeting, he was assassinated by a man who disagreed with his beliefs. His physical presence was gone, but his spirit lived on in the hearts of the people, and his legacy endures to this day. So, my friend, that's the story of Mahatma Gandhi, a man who started as an ordinary boy and became the extraordinary leader of a non-violent revolution. His life teaches us that one person can indeed change the world, and it doesn't require great power or wealth, but a strong belief in truth, justice, and the goodness of humanity.